What does register mean? What does register mean?
It means to sign up. It means to sign up.
What does vote mean? What does vote mean?
To elect new leaders. To elect new leaders.
What does owe taxes mean? What does owe taxes mean?
To own money, the government. To own money, the government.
What does file a tax return mean? What does file a tax return mean?
To send tax paperwork to the government. To send tax paperwork to the government.
What is a hereditary title? What is a hereditary title?
A royal title such as prince or princess. A royal title such as prince or princess.
What is an order of nobility? What is an order of nobility?
A position given by a king or queen. A position given by a king or queen.
What is a mental institution? What is a mental institution?
A place for people with mental problems. A place for people with mental problems.
What does claim to be a U.S. citizen mean? What does claim to be a U.S. citizen mean?
To state you are a U.S. citizen. To state you are a U.S. citizen.
What is a non-U.S. resident? What is a non-U.S. resident?
A person who does not live in the U.S. A person who does not live in the U.S.
What does owe mean? What does owe mean?
To have a debt. To have a debt.
Tell me, what is the Communist Party? Tell me, what is the Communist Party?
A political party that supports communism like Cuba or China. A political party that supports communism like Cuba or China.
What does overthrow of a government mean? What does overthrow of a government mean?
To remove the government by using force. To remove the government by using force.
What does legally incompetent mean? What does legally incompetent mean?
Having mental problems under the law. Having mental problems under the law.
What is a detention facility? What is a detention facility?
A place where people are forced to stay. A place where people are forced to stay.
What is a labor camp? What is a labor camp?
A place to force people to work. A place to force people to work.
What is an extermination camp? What is an extermination camp?
A place to keep people before killing them. A place to keep people before killing them.
What does persecute mean? What does persecute mean?
To hurt someone badly. To hurt someone badly.
What is religion? What is religion?
The belief in God or gods. The belief in God or gods.
What is a terrorist organization? What is a terrorist organization?
An organization uses violence against people. An organization uses violence against people.
What is genocide? What is genocide?
Killing a group of people because of their religion or race. Killing a group of people because of their religion or race.
What does to be arrested mean? What does to be arrested mean?
Handcuffed by the police. Handcuffed by the police.
What is a jail or prison? What is a jail or prison?
A place where prisoners are kept. A place where prisoners are kept.
What does to be convicted mean? What does to be convicted mean?
To be found guilty of crime. To be found guilty of crime.
What does to be cited mean? What does to be cited mean?
Given a ticket by police. Given a ticket by police.
What does detain mean? What does detain mean?
To be held in custody by the police. To be held in custody by the police.
What is polygamy? What is polygamy?
Having more than one spouse at the same time. Having more than one spouse at the same time.
What is forcing sexual contacts or relations? What is forcing sexual contacts or relations?
Touching someone's body when they don't want it. Touching someone's body when they don't want it.
What is a military unit? What is a military unit?
A group works for government to find. A group works for government to find.
What does fraudulent mean? What does fraudulent mean?
To be dishonest or intending to deceive. To be dishonest or intending to deceive.
What is national origin? What is national origin?
Where a person is from. Where a person is from.
What does torture mean? What does torture mean?
To hurt someone physically. To hurt someone physically.
What is a weapon? What is a weapon?
An object such as a knife, gun, or bomb. An object such as a knife, gun, or bomb.
What is a habitual drunkard? What is a habitual drunkard?
Someone who drinks too much alcohol regularly. Someone who drinks too much alcohol regularly.
What is a prostitute? What is a prostitute?
A person who has sex for money. A person who has sex for money.
What does procure mean? What does procure mean?
To find a prostitute for somebody. To find a prostitute for somebody.
Tell me what illegal gambling means. Tell me what illegal gambling means.
To play a game for money that is not allowed under the law. To play a game for money that is not allowed under the law.
What does smuggle mean? What does smuggle mean?
To take things to a country illegally. To take things to a country illegally.
What are illegal drugs or narcotics? What are illegal drugs or narcotics?
Like heroin or cocaine. Like heroin or cocaine.
What are controlled substances? What are controlled substances?
Legal drugs that can be bought in a prescription. Legal drugs that can be bought in a prescription.
What does pay alimony mean? What does pay alimony mean?
To pay money to expel after a divorce. To pay money to expel after a divorce.
What is an immigration benefit? What is an immigration benefit?
Things like a visa, green card, or citizenship. Things like a visa, green card, or citizenship.
What does misrepresentation mean? What does misrepresentation mean?
To lie about who you are or something you did. To lie about who you are or something you did.
What is a dependent? What is a dependent?
Someone who relies on another person. Someone who relies on another person.
What does kill mean? What does kill mean?
To cause someone to die. To cause someone to die.
What does lie mean? What does lie mean?
To say something that is not true. To say something that is not true.
What is a public benefit? What is a public benefit?
Welfare, like food stamp, education, and housing. Welfare, like food stamps, education, and housing.
What are non-combatant services? What are non-combatant services?
Services that do not involve combat or hiding. Services that do not involve combat or hiding.
What is probation? What is probation?
To report an officer regularly instead of jail time. To report an officer regularly instead of jail time.
What is an alternative sentencing? What is an alternative sentencing?
A different way to punish someone instead of going to jail. A different way to punish someone instead of going to jail.
What is a rehabilitative program? What is a rehabilitative program?
A program to help someone to restore health. A program to help someone to restore health.
What does to bear arms mean? What does to bear arms mean?
To own or use a gun to fight. To own or use a gun to fight.
What does to be deported mean? What does to be deported mean?
To force a person to leave country. To force a person to leave country.
What does it mean when something is false? What does it mean when something is false?
It means it is not true. It means it is not true.
What does mislead mean? What does mislead mean?
To cause a person to believe something that is not true. To cause a person to believe something that is not true.
What does parole mean? What does parole mean?
To be allowed to leave the prison early due to good behavior. To be allowed to leave the prison early due to good behavior.
What is the Constitution? What is the Constitution?
It is the supreme law of the land. It is the supreme law of the land.
What is the form of government of the U.S.? What is the form of government of the U.S.?
Republic. Republic.
What is an oath of allegiance to the U.S.? What is an oath of allegiance to the U.S.?
A promise to be loyal to the United States. A promise to be loyal to the United States.
What is a civilian direction? What is a civilian direction?
A direction from a person who is not in the military. A direction from a person who is not in the military.
What is work of national importance? What is work of national importance?
Tasks that are important to a nation. Tasks that are important to a nation.